All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Or good noon. Welcome to TNT Tuesday Noon Training with your girl, Cheryl Banks. I am so excited. I am an independent Mary Kay Senior Sales Director. I've been in this business for a long time, since 1993. So I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. So I'm excited. Um, I am going to be talking to you about simple success, keeping it simple, sweetie, success strategies with simplicity. Let me turn my music off or down or off. I'm going to turn it off and we're going to get down to business. I know what I'm doing, guys. I hope you have something to take notes with. The great thing about this is you can pause it so you can have good notes because I really do. I just got back off the boat from seminar. It really was a plane because I kind of flew home. I didn't need a car. Exciting. Seminar 60-year anniversary was exciting. And my favorite part of seminar is the training. The business is the same. The audience is constantly training, and every now and then you get new ideas that just get you on fire. So I'm coming back off of that, and I am going to be sharing with you. And I have made up some banners for this to keep me on track. First of all, we need to get excited and have fun. The great thing about Mary Kay is we're the boss. Nobody's telling us what to do. We can do what we want when we want. And so that means we have to be a very good boss because nobody's going to look after you and make sure you're doing your job. So being a good boss is important, but it's important for you to have fun and to get excited about your business because when you do that, the light from within is going to reflect and people are going to want to know what you're doing and they're going to want a piece of this pie, which is Mary Kay. The second thing I'm going to share with you is to have hours, have a schedule. Oftentimes, if you're not having results, it's probably because you're not putting in enough time. How much time are you giving your Mary Kay business? I'm talking people time, not organizing product, labeling product, not getting your inventory, booking appointments, meeting people, coaching your appointments, and actually showing people the product, right? The only thing in between you and what you want in this business are new faces, or faces, faces, faces. So have a schedule. What nights will you work? Whether it's on the phone, when will you have your Zooms? What's going on? I have a display table set up and I'm ready for facials at all times. And Saturdays at noon or 3 is my scheduled time to have facials. So as I'm out and about in my neighborhood throughout the week, I am inviting people to Saturday, noon or 3, depending on the Saturday. So have a time, have your display ready, your everything ready, your rock and roll. Let's get organized and ready to go. Have a schedule and you got to put the hours in. Decide how many hours am I committed to work my Mary Kay business? Is it 5 hours? Is it 10 hours? Is it 15 hours? In my opinion, 15 to 20 hours is full-time Mary Kay. So if you can do that, you can do a lot. So have your hours and have your schedule. And a schedule frees you because you know that you've done what you have scheduled to do for your business. So what you do outside of that is none of your business. Because we can feel guilty with this business if we don't have a schedule and a plan. So a schedule frees you up, as weird as that sounds. So make sure you have one. Okay, third thing, say what you see until you see what you say. Prayer. Say what you see until you see what you say. A vision. Where do you see yourself going with this business? What do you want to do with the money that you're going to make from this business? What level on the career path do you want to be in your business? Think about it, visualize it, internalize it, verbalize it, make it a part of who you are, and keep talking and keep seeing and internalizing it until it comes to pass. Okay. Fourth thing I'm going to say is have a weekly numbers goal. So, one of the things that I know I need to do is to meet new people out and about. I just love meeting people. So, I have that goal. You may be mortified meeting new people out and about. So, what's your goal going to be? The beauty of Mary Kay is that you get to work how you want to work. If you're scared of meeting new people, warm chatting, you don't have to do that. You can meet people through your parties and referrals and different ways. So you need to spend some time with yourself, getting to know yourself. Hey, y'all. Hey, Janet. Get spend some time with yourself, getting to know yourself. And the problem is that we compare ourselves to other people, and she's doing it like that. So I feel like I need to do it like she's doing it. And if I'm not good at it, then I'm knocking myself. And that's not the case. God has created all of us individually. We have different gifts. So working your strength, working your gifts. You just have to figure out what it is. If you need to figure it out with your director, do that. Okay, so have a weekly numbers goal. How many people do I want to go out and meet a week? How many people do I want to call a day to book appointments? How many appointments do I want to book a day? So have those, and at the end of the week, because sometimes we might have I like weekly because sometimes we might have an off day and not do what we need to do. And this just works for my brain, but I know if I'm getting to Friday or Saturday and I don't have a certain number of new people I've met, then I need to catch up. Okay, so know yourself. It's all about knowing yourself and working from a place of joy and your strengths, okay? Because that's how you're going to be the most successful at this business, okay? Number five, have a plan. What is the one or two things you know you need to do? The one or two things. My one thing is meeting people. My two thing is following up with the people that I meet to put them in the slots that I have available. Because I already have in your director, if I'm not your director, probably already has slots available. I have Zoom career chats at this time on this date. I have Zoom makeovers this time on this date. I have in person product makeovers and things like that. So know your schedule. And as you're meeting people, you're plugging them into your schedule, your system that you already have together. So meeting new people, following up, those are my two things that are going to make the biggest difference in my business. So what's it going to be for you? Okay. Number six is have a script. So depending on what you're doing, let me give you do y'all want my warm chat script that I'm currently using? It changes, but you want me to tell you what my script is right now? I was in the grocery store yesterday and I decided I wanted to talk to people about Mary Kay. So this is my script. Get ready. I will see someone that I want to talk to, and I will say simply this: "Oh my goodness, I couldn't help but notice you. I need to know. Do you have a Mary Kay lady?" And I smile. Okay, so some of you, and I have to ask some of you, it's like, are you happy? You say, yes, I'm happy. And I'm like, tell your face. Tell your face that you're happy because you don't look happy to me. So we have to work on our countenance. Okay. So I say, excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you, and I must know, do you have a Mary Kay lady? And then I shut up. And then she's thinking, she's like, well, no. Do you want one? My name's Cheryl Banks, and I make it my business to meet at least one person a day, tell them about my Mary Kay business, and I would love to add you to my customer base. Have you tried our products? Or maybe you want to talk about the business, but that's how to get it started. And once you get it started with that script, excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you. Or excuse me, I was on my way out and I couldn't help but notice you. And I got to know, do you have a Mary Kay lady? And the best part, the most important part of this script is that smile I plaster on my face. Smile. Who can turn that smile down, right? Do you have a Mary Kay lady? Do you want one? And I have fun with it, and I'm giggling and having fun. Because remember, one or two on my little list was have fun. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you. Do you have a Mary Kay lady? Well, no. Do you want one? And sometimes I I laugh because I crack myself up. So have a script to get the conversation going. Remember, this is about building relationships. Remember, people are not having fun and joy. Be light for them. Even if she's not interested, you have planted a good seed about Mary Kay. She's leaving with a feel good attitude. Okay. Next one, have a system for follow up. Okay. So I have names on these like little index cards. I put her name, and y'all, really, I will text her right there, and I will send myself an email with a screenshot of what I texted her to remind myself to follow up. And what I love about my phone is I can go around the corner after I meet her and say, she is a single mom with a 12-year-old who plays soccer. They just got back from Walt Disney celebrating their birthdays because this is somebody I met yesterday. And then I screenshot it and I send it email right here from my phone so that I remember to follow up the next day. So what's your system? And then once I get to my house, I put her name, where I met her, what I talked to her about, and then the dates that I texted or called or left a message. So keeping that with me, right? So have a system for follow up because the fortune is in the follow up. The future is in the follow up. If you don't follow up, nothing's going to happen. You're going to keep staying where you are. We don't want that, right? The next thing, remember you're only human. Motivate often. So what are you doing to keep your head right? Well, God's given us like a troubleshooting guide right here, right? Of course, you can read positive motivational books, but it's important that you spend time with yourself, internalizing, verbalizing, visualizing what you want with your life, making sure it's in God's will, and you're going to be okay. Okay, so you're only human. You're going to have negative thoughts, but you will have less and less if you motivate often. You can train your brain to refrain from the pain. I just made that up because I'm quick like that. I don't know. You get better as you do it. You just get better and you don't go there as often. Okay, number 9, kind of in that same vein, power up with mentors and power partners. Who are you talking to that has your best interests at heart? They want you to do well. They're going to instruct you on the best routes and ways to go. Who are you hanging around? Because we become like the people we hang around. If the people you're around are negative, how can you do that? How can you do that, right? A negative times a positive is a negative with a negative is a negative. I mean, basic math. Come on. We got to get positive people around us. And some of us are naturally kind of pessimist and negative. So it's going to take a lot more for you maybe to get your head right. But you can do it. You can do it. Hang around with people who are making things happen, people who are going to breathe life into you, who talk positively. Okay, so have a mentor, have friends in the business that are where you want to be, out of the business that are making things happen. Okay, number 10, put everything in one place. Like I have, and I got this from my friend Kim Stafford back in the day. It's Kim McHugh now. But a brain book. This is my Mary Kay book. And in my Mary Kay book, as a director, I have things that you might not have. But I have our calendar, what's going on for the month of August. I have our meeting agenda, consultants list, consultants that I'm working with, my key people, my customer list, my prospects, people I'm talking to about the business, my a real order form you can print off just so if I need a part number, I don't have to gear up my computer all the time. Leadership conference information, new product section, announcements, director's memo, everything you need, have it in one space. And then have one area of your house or your office for your Mary Kay business. I personally got it. I think it was Sabrina Goodwin Monday years ago. She says she has a director space. She have a consultant space. So when I'm a director, this is where I am, and this is where all my director stuff is. But when I go over there to that desk, I'm a consultant. They're my profile cards and everything. So have some organization in your head, in your brain, in your life, so that you can move effortlessly and build your business. One thing Pam Shaw said was all this clutter that you have, get a big box, your Mary Kay product box. You may need two or three of them and put everything, all the clutter in the boxes. And if you don't need anything, you don't have to go through that in a year, throw them away. Okay. But just get them out of your face, out of your sight right now so that you can focus. Okay. It's important. A cluttered space is a cluttered mind, and we don't need that, right? Number 11, stay calm and carry on. Chill, y'all. Relax. Be flexible. Stay calm. Okay. Very, very, very important that we're consistent. We're calm. We're not up and down and up and down. We're kind of like this. And we are, if you didn't know, spiritual beings having a human experience, and we really need to be above the fray, above all the drama, because we're just on a different level. We spend time with God to get our head right and to understand that He has given us a full armor to fight natural battles with spiritual weapons. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Okay. The next thing, tracking systems. So let me just tell you honestly, you've heard this, it may sound cliche, but cliches are cliches for a reason. Okay. A power start, 30 faces in 30 days will cure all of your ails. Okay, 15 faces in 30 days would probably be more than most people do. So my thing is make a goal for yourself that's doable. Maybe it's the 8th of the month. We have like 1, 2, 3 weeks left in this month. So what if you made some type of a goal? Um, 3 parties, one a week over the next 3 weeks with five or more people. That's 15 faces at least. So set a goal and track your faces. I like to have a sheet, like get just a regular notebook, sheet of paper, 1 through 30, and then at the end in the margin, amount. So all of the people that you facial, how much you sold to these people. Why not have a goal at the top of that? If your goal is 30 faces, why not have a goal of selling 1,500, $3,000? So that at that point, it's an average of 50 to $100 a face, right? So set that. And I'm telling you, if you do that, if you set a goal of 30 people, you might not make 30 people, but you're going to make way more than you would have without setting the goal, right? Mary Kay used to always say, shoot for the moon and you'll land amongst the stars, right? Okay, know your role. Okay, what is your role? To trust. To trust God with all of your problems, your worries, your anxieties, and everything that's causing you misery, depression. Trust that He's going to take care of all of those things that are not in your control. And you go about doing good. In the morning, I make it a point to flush out my head of all the things that are negative, weighing me down, and physically see myself giving it to God. And sometimes I'll say throughout the day, trust and do good, trust and do good, because I am motivating myself. And then I'm telling you, it works. You trust and you do good. You go and be light for somebody else. You go and you share this product. You share this business. You share your testimony. It doesn't always have to be Mary Kay. Do good, y'all, and you'll be amazed at what God will do for you. Are you excited? I am excited. And I do have to tell you guys, if you have not checked out the new nonprofit that I started, you need to check it out. And you could join our Facebook group. Um, and I'm going to tell you, it is amazing. We're about knowing God, growing in the knowing of God, and showing Him to others. It's a safe place for women to come and realize how special they are in God's eyes. We learn to see ourselves as God sees us, not as the world sees us or as we sometimes see ourselves, which can be negative, but God sees us as His masterpiece. So join. And if you have not subscribed to my channel here, make sure you subscribe and you like and you share. The Beauty Box for Him, Women Empowerment and Bible Studies. That's our address. It's a whole nonprofit that was started on Super Bowl Sunday to help women realize and live an amazing life. I love you guys. Appreciate you so much. Have a good and godly day.